Okay, so we just got a chance, Spencer, Drew, and I, we all have ridden these new 18 dual sports. Husqvarna FE501 and KTM. And the KTM has KTM EX 500 EXC. The KTM has the stock tires on it, which is not so bueno for out here, man. Way bad choices in life there. The guy that owns this just doesn't make good choices a lot, and he could have got some used tires from me, and I would have put them on before this trip, but he chose not to. So out here we're running the Dunlop Trials tire or the gummy tire, even used ones, and they work amazing on all this tight stuff. So this bike has knobbies on it at least, and this one had a few mods when our buddy bought it from Malcolm Smith. It has the large tank, wraparound handguards, has the pipe on it. I think they've done a few other little tweaks. For some reason, we have no idea why, this bike feels a lot better than the KTM. It also doesn't vibrate as much as the KTM. The KTM vibrates a lot more. I don't know if it's just because we're feeling it because the bike's a lot quieter, but we definitely feel a lot more vibration in that bike. Now, these bikes are surprisingly really cool. Earlier today, we tested out our 450X, Honda 450X, on the trails, and both of these bikes feel more comfortable on the trail than a Sierra 450X, which isn't street legal. These bikes are street legal and feel pretty dang good. So these are the kind of the bikes. These are kind of, old rich guy bikes, or guys who just don't know what to do with their money. They buy these things, and they're kind of cool. But because what's cool is you can ride from your house, but they're also like 11, 12 grand kind of deal out the door. So, but they hold their value pretty good. You don't lose a ton of money on these things, which is nice. There's always people going to be buying them up, especially in California. So these bikes have a good resale value. These bikes are pretty good. They don't come with a skid plate, which is kind of lame. So you have to put a skid plate on. This one came with, got wraparound handguards added, so you want to make sure you get wraparound handguards in these things and skid plate. But these bikes are great on the riding around town, and I don't know, I'm not much of getting on the freeway, but around town and connecting trails, in between trails here. There's asphalt to connect trails, and that's what these are really cool for. So these are really fun bikes, and just a great time out here riding them. Even in this tight stuff, the things do really good. So can't go wrong with some good dual sports, and Husqvarna and KTM have probably the kind of the best right now. Honda's coming out with their 450L, and I'm looking forward to trying that and seeing how that compares to these. But for right now, this is kind of the benchmark. That 450L might be pretty good, compared to these things. So we'll see that and check that thing out pretty soon. So hopefully see you out in the trail soon. Woo! That's a quiet dual sport.